RayMez. I'm on the scene once again for Secdum magazine. I'm here with
Miss Kayla.
and it's going down 2014 at the Convention Center. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your history, your background, high school, what you get into.
Okay, so I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay.
And my name is Miss Kayla on the radio. I've actually been Miss Kayla since I was about 18 years old because I taught acting at Freedom Theater. So
Okay.
I've taught everybody.
I've been there.
And awesome.
I've been there a couple
See. So I've been Miss Kayla since for over half of my life, I should say. But right now I'm a radio personality on Praise 103.9, and I have a show called Out and About with Miss Kayla, and it comes on Saturdays from 10 to 2.
Okay.
And yeah, that's one of the things I do, and I'm also an actress, and
Okay.
those are the things I love to do.
Tell us a little bit about what type of acting you do.
So, well, I love to do character acting.
Okay.
So, playing different roles, becoming different people. No, I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I enjoy doing. I've been doing that since I was little. But I have a show that I'm working on that the Lord blessed me with the idea, and it's called Saved. And I share people's testimonies. And I know testimonies are a personal thing, but the Lord has blessed me with a platform where I can reach a lot of people at one time. And I believe that He's going to bless me in doing it. So I'm gathering testimonies, like really incredible testimonies from different people to share through theater and professional theater, because of my background, I have a master's degree in acting and directing. So yes, go to school. You can whatever you want to be when you grow up, you can do that, and that's a message for all young people. So don't give up your dream. Think about what it is that you could do in your life. If there was no limits, like sometimes you like, I could do that, but that may not work for.
Right.
What if you could do anything in the world? Like, what would it be? So that's where you want to start, and go for that. Y'all are young. There's no reason, whatever that thing is, that you can't do it.
Right.
Right.
That was powerful. You got me little speeches over here. You got me a little believing in myself a little bit.
You're doing it now, though. Look at you guys.
Yeah.
You have a magazine, and you are interviewing folks. Like, come on now. You got a video camera. Angels back there on the other side.
Why radio?
Well,
How'd that happen, though?
okay, so my first time on radio was when I was in 8th grade, and I was on Power 99, and this was a long time ago. Lady B was one of the DJs there, and we had work week at my school, and I was like, if I could go to somebody's job, what would I do? And I always listen to the radio, and I'm like, I want to go to the radio station. So my mom called Power 99, and she talked with Lorraine Ballard Moore, and she said, sure, she can come up for a week. So I went up there, and I got a chance to be on the radio and also intern for Lady B. And then they kept me that summer, and I interned the whole summer, and it was something I really enjoyed, but I put it in my past. It wasn't until I was getting ready to get married, and in my 30s. I know I look like I'm 30 already. I look like I'm only 30 or 25, yeah. But I had already had a career. I've been a theater professor at Lincoln University.
Wow.
And
You've done a lot. I'm sorry.
I've
You've
done a lot. This is like my third career.
You just lived like 3-4 times right
Yeah.
now.
I've been an actress, professional actress, stage actress. I've been a theater professor. And I was like, you know what? If I had to have a regular job, now radio is not a regular job, but in my mind it was, I don't know, it was close to it.
Yeah.
Because you do this, you go to that same job, a couple times a week or once a week, whatever your schedule is. So I was like, if I had to have a regular job, it's going to be a radio personality. And I spoke it out my mouth. At that time, I didn't know the power of the tongue. Now I do, that death and life is in the power of the tongue. But back then I didn't know it. But I told everybody, I'm going to be a radio personality. I'm going to be a radio personality. Even when I got to my internship, because you have to be in college to have that kind of internship. When I got to my internship, I was like, I'm going to be a radio personality. I was an intern at WJS at that time. I guess I worked a little bit everywhere.
Yeah.
And I said that, and they're like, ha, 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 that's what everybody says. Yeah. But I held on to it, and I told everybody. So when that opportunity happened, the only person that would teach me the boards was Ed Long, who worked for WJS, and he was in gospel radio. And he taught me the boards, and that's where I started. I had no idea I didn't say I'm gonna be a gospel radio personality. I just said I want to be a radio personality. And that's where God placed me. And as a result, he placed me around people that loved him, and my faith grew. So that's my journey, and I'm thankful to be where I am today. And yeah.
I'm thankful that you're here.
Well, thank you,
inspiring me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What is your inspiration right now? Who do you inspire?
Now that you stumped me with the question.
Okay. It could be people,
I guess
people, place, or thing.
there are a couple women that I look up to. One is Dr. Laverne Adams, and she's a pastor. And she's a pastor at the Cathedral of Praise. And she's very strong-minded, beautiful black woman who, she encourages me. And she speaks into my life. And she'll tell me, Kayla, look at, you're doing it this way. It needs to be done this way. How can you reach your goals? So that's one person that I definitely always, look up to. And I look at her life and how did she accomplish the goals that she has. And there are a couple other women, too, that the Lord has placed in my life that even as girlfriends who are like, you shouldn't do that. But it's good advice based on what God would want from me. So,
right.
I guess when I think of, like, who I'm inspired by, like, I try to do what God tells me to do. Like when I meet people that are like, they are living what God told them to do, man or woman, I'm like, yo, like that. I have a girlfriend, one of my best friends, and she just recently gave her life over, like totally over to the Lord. And her obedience in terms of, she's like, well, this is what God said. This is what you're just supposed to do. I'm like, word? Like, it's that easy? She has that faith that's like a child, and it makes such a difference. And she inspires me knowing where she came from and where she is today. So people's testimonies are what inspire me. Thank you. Now I figured that out. Next time somebody asks me that question, I know the answer. What am I inspired by? Testimonies. That's why I want to do the show Saved.
I knew you was going to say it. That's why I asked the question.
Oh, well, I'm glad you knew. I wish you'd have told me. So.
Any final quotes that you live by just on a daily basis? Maybe a scripture you read every
Sure,
day?
Yep. Let your light so shine before men so that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven.
All right.
Bam.
Don't let me take you to church. This is RayMez. I am on the scene for Secdum magazine. I am signing out. See ya.
See ya.